Hello my Cancer crabs, welcome to my channel. My name's Heaven and I'm going to be giving you a lunar eclipse reading for the full moon on May 26, 2021. No matter when you see this, if it resonates and the shoe fits, then wear it. Make sure to check out your sun, Venus, moon, and rising sign for a full picture of the lunar eclipse. And then if this one doesn't resonate, again, these are general readings, so definitely check out those. When I say resonate, I mean full body. I mean, you feel it in your body. If you feel it in your body, that means it's for you. If you don't, then it's probably not for you. So I want you to really keep an open mind when getting a reading, any reading ever, and really observing self and how you are reacting. And so to help that, we're going to go into a brief meditation first, and then we'll start the reading. All right. Cancer, let's focus on our breath. You can keep your eyes open or closed, it does not matter. Taking a big deep breath in and calling all of our energy back to us. Wherever it's at, asking it to come back. And then when you feel it all, I want you to hold space for all of that energy and then feel into your body. Really connecting that energy to your body. Maybe you need to move a little bit, feel some crinkly spots, some tense spots. Moving the body a bit. And then grounding down into the earth and releasing anything that is not meant for you, that is not serving you. Using your exhale to push it down. Using your body to move it out. And then once you feel like you've successfully done that, we will call upon any ancestors, guides, gods, deities, spirits, higher self, whatever you believe in. Maybe it's even just an intention, and we will trust that we will hear what we need to hear from this. That we will feel what we need to feel. All right, and then just setting an intention to keep an open mind. We'll start. So this is a 5-card spread made just for the lunar eclipse, but you can use this whenever if the questions resonate with the situation. The spread is below if you're interested. Also, if you'd like to know more about this lunar eclipse, I have a video on this channel. I also have a blog post on the website that tells you all about the astro chart for the full moon. So the first card we are asking Cancer is how to hold space for the changes that are coming in. King of Swords reversed. All right, the second card is how to connect to our hearts. This is where our pleasures are. Our pleasures for life live is in our hearts. And we got the 7 of Wands, boundaries. See? All right, and then what we need to release or let go of with this new or full moon, and we have the Hierophant reversed. How to connect to our mental or communication, our mental realms, our logic, what we need to focus on in those realms, or how to connect to that area better. We have the 8 of Swords reversed. What change needs to happen for us to step into our soul's purpose. There we go. And we got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. All right, honestly, I think the reversals are upright and the upright is a reversal. All right. So I feel like these are actually faced towards you, and this is the reversal. So I feel like all the cards are faced towards you, and that normally is a time in our life when we're getting a lot of intuition, a lot of intuitive downloads, things like that. I just felt like that's how the spread was called to be read. And that's totally cool. We'll go with it. Normally, I just tell my clients you're going through a very intuitive time, so definitely tap into self during this reading and get what you get from it. So, Knight of Swords, we have how to hold space or how to hold a container. So our swords are our communication, our logic. Then the king, he is like the master of that. He has mastered those realms. This is very masculine as well. So this is someone that speaks their mind, that speaks their truth, that holds space for themselves to really say when things are not right for them, when things are crossing their boundaries. The King of Swords can also be about a lot of kind of, I don't want to say trickery, but he knows when to keep his mouth shut as well as when to speak. So it's like he knows when to not speak his mind, and he knows when to speak his mind, when it's helpful, when it's not helpful. He holds a lot of discernment. I like the King of Swords, like reminds me of stone. For some reason, just stone. Even though he's a very airy card, I think he would be the most stable out of all of the air. So it's like very rooted in reality. His communication, his logic is very rooted in reality. So that's how you hold space for that, is really connecting, I feel like, your mental realms to the realities in your world right now. Because I feel like you're going through a big perspective change here. We have the harem, what needs to be released. We have this Eight of Swords as how to connect to the mental mind, and that's a lot of entrapment, a lot of chaos, a lot of communication, a lot of logic. So that's how I feel about that guy. The second card, let's go into the Seven of Wands reversed, how to connect to your heart. So we have the Wands, and this was our boundaries card. This is setting up boundaries. This is like he is fighting off a lot of people or a lot of different point of views, a lot of different desires, even either within himself or within the world around him. And this is like you kind of letting go of that. Letting go of other people's opinions, other people's desires, letting go of that fight. Maybe it's within you. Maybe there are some things that are coming up within you that you really want to feel into. Just you have this warped perception for some reason in your logical realm about it. It's really you letting go of that, connecting to your desires, connecting to your truth, connecting to your power. We got this yellow in here, which reminds me of that solar plexus chakra. So really connecting into your own truth and your confidence in things. Then we got the harem in what we need to release for this full moon. And this is traditions, values, things that in our belief system. So it looks like there's some things that we need to release in there. We have a man sitting in rock. There's a harp next to him. He's by a river, which is very set in stone. The music is always seen with the harem, and I feel like that is because of the influence or control that the harem has. Music, I feel like, is a very sage thing. Like, it sages the room, it sages the energy that you're in, it makes you feel certain types of ways. I feel like that's the same with the harem for the traditions that we hold, or the beliefs that we hold. It really sages or affects the way that we feel about certain things, affects the way that we view certain things. It sages the room or our lens, our perception of things. So we really need to look through this and make sure that, like, what we're subscribing to, what we're listening to, what we have playing in the background is aligned with our highest purpose. It's aligned with us feeling good. Sorry, I just had a huge epiphany about that. I can't believe I've never correlated that before until this reading. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. I really like that view, because that's how our traditions and our values really actually suit or sit with us. That's how we use them. They are like background music. All right, and then we have the Eight of Swords, which is our mental and communication realms, our logical realms. How do we connect to that? And I see 8 as karma, and the swords are our communication and our logic. So there's some karma playing out. We have a lot of swords in here. We have a woman that's tied up. She's blindfolded. She can't move. But yet around her are the very things she needs in order to free herself. So I feel like these traditions that you've been holding on kind of are keeping you blinded to the resources that are around you, to the lessons that you've experienced, to the things that you've picked up in this lifetime that you need, that you can utilize, that you can use for your betterment. And 8 with that karma is either breaking this ancestral, because this is very ancestral card, traditions, values, all of those things. We kind of grow up within those realms, either within culture, our families, whatever. So like 8, breaking this karma, really stepping out of the norm, what you're not used to. So really altering that perspective, and holding that container in reality for all of this change to happen, so that it can really affect you. One of the things I talk about all the time is like embodying the energy that we're talking about. And that's like, we have to root it into reality, because we can talk about things all day long in our mental realms. We can play with them and we can say we know them. But if we're not rooting it into reality, we are doing nothing for ourselves, but just playing with energy. I mean, don't get me wrong, playing with energy is such a good thing. It is so good to go into those mental realms and really play with things and think about things and blah, 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 blah. But if we're not rooting it in reality, it makes no difference in our life, okay? And it actually can cause a little bit of confusion and disillusion if we don't root it into reality and see if it is what is for us. Because that's the thing, it's like trying on clothes. Like, we think about things in our logical mind, and then we have to try them on in reality. We have to try them on. We have to see if it works for us. That's why I'm always telling people, like, moon energy, just try it, work with it, see if it works. If it doesn't work for you, then that's cool. But if it does, I mean, hey, that's pretty kick-ass, right? Like, if you find a dope-ass shirt that you'll wear every single day of your life, or at least twice a month, you know? Sorry, that was a little rant in there, but okay. All right, Cancer, so your last card is the King of Pentacles. So what the change that you need to face. So again, it's this rooting back into reality. So going from the King of Swords to the King of Pentacles, becoming very stable, having a stable foundation is kind of what you're setting up here. Like, you're using these strong mental realms that I know you have, Cancer, because you are the Cancer crab of boundaries. You have a lot of deep, deep ass emotions, but you kind of keep them hidden behind this like mental barrier, this logical barrier, so that you don't utilize these as much, so you don't get hurt, essentially. So it's like restructuring this and setting up a strong foundation so that you can walk out into a new kinghood of being this stable, very stable human that is very connected to their heart, and really breaking these ancestral curses. Let me see if there's anything that I can see from this. I also see like a lot of masculine. Like a lot of masculine. All right, let's get an advice card for you guys, Cancer. All right. And then I also like 7-8. I think that's cool. 7-8. Yeah, it feels like your feminine's like trapped in your mental realms, and your masculine is trapped in your emotional realms. A new start is coming, new moon. Oh yeah. I feel that too. Because this is like, clearing this away is going to give you this new start. It's going to give you the beginning, the next cycle. All right, Cancer, I think that's all I have for you. I hope this resonated. Please check out your sun, moon, Venus, and rising signs, just so you can get a full picture on the whole lunar eclipse in your specific chart. If you'd like to join us for a guided meditation on May 26th at 8 p.m., it will be over on the Facebook page. I will drop the link below. Like we talked about earlier in this reading, really take time to embody this energy. So tarot is bringing things up to the subconscious realm. It is now your job to really see what resonated for you first, and then second, embody that energy. So take time to really move it through you, move it out of you. So dancing, a bath, yoga, stretching, even going for a run, whatever you need to do to really move that energy through your body and give you some time to really process things, because it's about this mind and body connection and rooting it into reality, especially with your guys' reading here. If none of that resonate for you and you want to do like a one-on-one personal reading, those are down below. We are doing a full moon sale with promo code. The promo code is full moon sale. It'll be $5 off any of the moon stuff. So it's like the 5-card spread, the astral report. And once we get this YouTube channel to 100 subscribers, we will be giving away a moon box. So that will be related to either the full or new moon, whichever one's closer to that date. And that'll be like crystals, a card reading from me, maybe a bunch of other little goodie stuff. That'll be really cool. So make sure you subscribe if you're interested in that. All right, Cancer, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys later.